So hey guys, how's it going? It's Eric here. I'm with Heidi, the owner of Beli Deli. We've had Motivational Monday, and now we're gonna have We Can Do It Wednesday. And so just reaching out to different people in the community and seeing how they're responding kind of in this time of need and crisis. So we're keeping a 6 feet distance, and we got 6 questions. So we're doing a little 6 and 6 here.
Just don't add another one.
No, just don't add another one. Only 6. So Heidi, thanks for hanging out.
Yeah.
Wanted to ask you, just as a mom, as a parent, how have you been adjusting to this virus and everything that's going on?
It's chaotic, it's something nobody's really had to go through in their life so far, I don't think. And it's difficult to explain to your kids, I think more than anything, why they can't hang out with their friends, why they're not at school. Of course, they love not being at school for a little while.
Right,
I don't know,
right.
some are begging to go back to school at this point, but yeah, it's been a challenge, just mentally more than physically for us, just adapting to this new life. I think we all have to figure out what this means, how to live this way, keeping distant from people and just being more cautious with everything.
Yeah, I know with our house with 3 kids, we're adjusting to homeschooling for the first time. Our teachers are adjusting with the new online format. Teachers, we love you. Thank you so much. I know it's probably stressful doing what you're doing, but you lead not only your family, but Beli Deli, an awesome small business here in Townsend. What's that been like navigating that?
Oh man, that's just blown my mind. Every day it blows my mind. You don't know every day what's gonna change. And it started out, it was really at first wow, what is this? What's going on? How do we adapt? And so we've had to restructure everything. The first week it was just closing down the lobby. Now we've had to close down everything, and we're only doing a drive-through window and deliveries, but it's gone really well. I've kind of enjoyed it. It's gotten us to get out of our realm of normal, rethink how we do things, and if nothing else, help us to be more conscious of our cleanliness and our contact with people. That's always a good thing. I think if nothing comes out of this, we're all going to be a lot cleaner.
Yeah,
so,
I was even thinking, I'm after this is over, is the handshake going away permanently?
You're going to definitely think about it when you go to, are we allowed to yet, kind of thing. But
yeah, and I can sympathize as a leader of a church, similar to business sometimes. In these last few weeks, you come up with a plan, and then all of a sudden it was gone. It was like trying to grab a hold of a wet bar of soap. You're like, I've got it figured out. And then you get home, and what did the president say? And what did the governor say? And now we've got to come up with a new plan. So It sounds like you guys have done some things to kind of be more creative and interact.
You have to. You have to adapt or shut down is the only other option. So,
right.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So what are some of the ways that you've been encouraged by how our community has responded in this time?
I think we live in such an amazing community. I've never seen this kind of response, and I don't know if it's something you actually could see in a bigger town where people are intentionally going and shopping at these local businesses and stuff, making sure that we're gonna survive. They're doing their part. They're trying to just help. And it's just been overwhelming to see how much people do care and ask how we're doing, just want to make sure that we can stay around as long as possible. So
yeah, and I love that. If you're like me, if you're a Beli fan, supporting local business is a mutual blessing, and I think that's what everybody's kind of after is being that mutual blessing. But yeah, so what wisdom or advice would you share to maybe other people that are watching this, that are a small business or leading their families? What advice or wisdom do you have for them?
Oh man, I think prayer is the only wisdom I can offer at this point. We've all get caught up so much and overwhelmed, and I've been there, and I hit my breaking point a few times, where you're just like, I don't know what this world is coming to, and it's scary, but you've just got to go back to the basics of God is in control. He gave me this business. He's not going to let it fail. My family is here and safe and healthy so far, but it's just getting back to that. Be simple. I'm really trying to focus on what's really important in our lives. The time that we get to spend together, if nothing else, that's been awesome. That you get to be around your kids more and your family more, get to know each other. We got so day to day. You get caught in this routine, and I think it's great that we're all really just making, like he said, be still. We all have to just be still, and it's an incredible lesson to learn.
Yeah, and again, another similarity for us is how can we be the church if we're not meeting together on a Sunday? Like, we've done that forever, right? I think, being in Montana, church was canceled once because it was -500 in a blizzard storm, but just one time. And now's an opportunity to be creative, to lean into faith, to step back away from fear, and to use our creativity that God has given us to keep pushing forward. So I love that you do that. So I want to ask you, what's one of the ways, and I only know this because I follow Full Belly on Facebook. You've been tagged in stuff. You're definitely not bragging or boasting about some of the things you've done. I'm putting you on the spot, but what are some ways you have used your business and what God has given you to love others?
I've always known that God gave this to us, and I've struggled with how can it be a blessing to others. So that's always a big focus of mine, is what can we do? And because we're one of the few restaurants in town, we do have that access to be able to feed people. But one of the greatest things is, all of our wonderful healthcare workers that are out there. There goes that train. Toot toot.
So authentic, guys. So authentic.
The healthcare workers, making sure that they got fed, that was a big deal. They're all stressed. They're going through a lot too. And so I did do a post to try to get people to want to help to feed them, because everybody wants to help and be a part of things, but it can't just be one person can't afford to do all this. So I like to try to do things that everybody can feel like they're helping and they're contributing. And we got such an overwhelming response of people wanting to help with that we were able to feed all the nurses and staff both shifts for 2 days, and then we had extra to also feed the sheriff's department. Sent them some pizzas and stuff too, which was just overwhelming. Again, all the kindness and generosity, and just knowing that you brighten somebody's day, because everybody loves food. So it makes you happy when somebody, and they just feel so blessed. So
yeah, and Townsend, thank you. Keep doing a great job. It's why we're doing We Can Do It Wednesdays, because we believe in you. We believe in loving others, and it might be a bad time for a pun, but we believe that these small acts of kindness can be contagious, right?
Absolutely.
And that they can just keep multiplying. So last question, number 6, how can we be supporting you?
Well, every business, needs customers, but I think more than anything, we all just need a little prayer, because we don't know what's going to happen. I don't know day to day what's going to happen, but more than anything, it's overwhelming, it's stressful, and my mental state sometimes isn't 100%, but just knowing people are out there just praying, be with them, comfort them, let them know. I'm sure you need tons of prayer during this time too. It's a lot for people to handle, especially, I think anybody, workers, my employees, they don't know whether they're going to have a job next week sometimes. So, it's just extra prayer and encouragement. Be there, be the sun to somebody someday, make their day shine, give them a smile, tell them they're doing a good job. And that's all that really can matter. We're all just doing the best that we can. So
so be patient, be kind, and think about others. You never know what somebody's going through right now, and there's a lot of stress leading business and family, and just a lot of layers there. So keep up the good work, Townsend. You're awesome. Heidi, thanks for hanging out with us.
Absolutely. Thanks, Eric.
All right.